Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 New York International Auto Show from here at Jacob Javits Center on Manhattan's West Side. This is a very special year. It's their 125th anniversary, and what a great time not only to see all the cars on the cutting edge this year, but to look back at the incredible vehicles the New York Auto Show has always brought us from the very beginning. In the next hour, we'll see new exciting exhibits, including one that takes us back to 125 years at the auto show, plus trusted brands with world debuts, and automakers surprising us with things we've never seen before. We'll bring you along for some electrifying test drives and get an up-close look at some fun classics from the 1950s and see impressive work from artists here on the auto show floor, including an exclusive preview of a Porsche that will be built live over the course of 2 days for everyone to see. And we have some special anniversary trivia that takes us back through 125 years, so get ready for that. Tonight, I'm joined by my friends and colleagues Ryan Field and Brittany Bell. We're going to bring all of this to you, and we'll check in with them in just a minute. But first, if you're thinking of buying a car, the auto show is the perfect place to start. Here you'll have a chance to see so many options in person in the same place. That's something you won't get at any dealership or on the internet. Now, this is the 125th annual New York International Auto Show. It's the biggest auto show in North America. And with each year, the experience gets bigger and better. When you come to the auto show, you don't just get to see a lot of cool cars, you get to ride in them. Let's check in with Brittany Bell on the EV test track floor. Hey, Brittany.
Hey, Lee. We are at the spot in the auto show where the rubber meets the road at the electric vehicle test track. This year, there are exciting new cars to try and a lot of cool things to discover right here on this test track floor.
The EV test track is one of the most popular attractions at the auto show, and they're supercharging the experience this year with more vehicles and a bigger, more rigorous test track. This year's redesign features distinct lanes, including suspension, precision handling, slalom, and an adrenaline-charged acceleration lane. Located on the lowest level of the Jacob Javits Center, visitors can buckle up for a ride along with an expert driver who will navigate the twists and turns, giving riders a real feel for the power and performance of the vehicles.
Two very exciting additions is our first ever muscle car on the EV test track, which is the Dodge Daytona.
If you're shopping for an electric vehicle, this is the place to do your homework. But that's not all on the lower level. Also featured is the growing overlanding movement, a fusion of off-roading and camping. Fans of custom builds and bold designs will love the showcase of tricked-out cars and trucks, packed with creativity and the latest in street-style fashion.
There's so much happening down here. You can't miss this location at Javits if you want the full auto show experience. Now, let's check in with Ryan Field on how everything got started earlier today. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, thanks, Brittany. It's great to be back here once again for all the cool cars and all the fun. The party to celebrate all of these cars and the special 125th anniversary kicked off this morning with a special opening ceremony. Welcome to the 2025 New York International Auto Show.
There is so much to see and do at this year's show.
125 years, the greatest show on earth.
You're going to like the cars. The cars is the main attraction here. It's like going to see a Godzilla movie. You couldn't see Godzilla.
Welcome to the New York International Auto Show.
It was great to be back on the mic for this awesome event, Lee, and if we didn't know before, we know now. This is an incredible year to be at the New York Auto Show.
Thanks so much, Ryan. It really is. And we are just getting started here. Coming up, bold styling, crazy colors, and lots of fins. We're heading back to the 1950s.
Plus, a luxurious ride with power like we've never seen before. Next.
In the Fast Lane is sponsored by Cadillac. Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer today.
Welcome back. We mentioned that we're celebrating the 125th year of the New York International Auto Show, and that means it's been 125 years of innovation, pageantry, and magic. The very first New York City Auto Show opened in November 1900 at the original Madison Square Garden. It was the first automobile exhibition in the United States. At that time, there were just 8,000 cars in the nation, and many guests were thrilled to take their very first ride in a horseless carriage. 48,000 visitors paid just 50 cents to attend the first auto show. 160 vehicles from 34 car makers were on display, and the show cost just $11,000 to produce. Within the first decade of the 20th century, the auto industry exploded. Henry Ford realized that mass production was the key to transforming the fledgling industry. In 1908, Ford surpassed Buick and Oldsmobile as the industry leader with the launch of the revolutionary Model T. An affordable option for the middle class, the Model T helped change the public's perception of a car as a luxury item to a necessity. Sustained growth in the auto industry ushered in an era of robust growth for the New York Auto Show. By 1912, the show was so popular, it moved to the Grand Central Palace on Manhattan's East Side and spread over 3 floors. The auto industry thrived through much of the 1920s until the Great Depression forced many automakers out of business. With the onset of World War II, the industry was forced to pivot.
The automobiles of the times of peace were stopped.
From automobiles to military production. The first Jeep was developed to be a lightweight, all-terrain reconnaissance vehicle and hit the front lines in 1941.
The Jeep is here to stay.
In the 1950s, civilian Jeep models became a staple at the show as it moved to its new home, the Coliseum. Other notable debuts in the 50s included the Cadillac Eldorado, the Ford Skyliner, and the incredible Astronome, a small spaceship-like vehicle with a bubble-top canopy. The New York Auto Show remained at the Coliseum for 30 years before settling into the Javits Center in 1987. The Glass House doubled the show's exhibit space, ensuring every variety of vehicle had a home there as the auto show industry exploded in the decades to follow. That's quite a ride, and you can take a trip back through time here in the Crystal Palace at the 125th anniversary Through the Decades exhibit and see all the cars dating back to 1900. It'll take your breath away. It's incredible to see how far we've come with function and comfort and cutting-edge technology, some of the crucial things you want in a car. Speaking of things you want in a car, Brittany, you're standing next to a car from a brand that's synonymous with quality, innovation, and luxury.
That's right, Lee. I'm here at the EV test track with Alexa Sorowick, Cadillac brand ambassador. And Alexa, Cadillac has several electric cars here at the EV test track, ready for people to come and experience the luxury of Cadillac up close.
Yes, thanks, Brittany. For the first time ever this year, Cadillac has 4 vehicles at the New York Auto Show EV test track. We have the Vistic, the Lyriq, the Optic, and right behind us is the brand new 2025 Cadillac Escalade IQ. So people can come on down and check out these cars to really get a feel for the power and the peace of mind you get when riding a Cadillac.
And I had the chance to drive this Escalade IQ, and let me tell you, it was a dream.
So the Escalade IQ is the first ever all-electric full-size SUV, and it has an impressive 460 miles of range, and it's the longest range really of any electric vehicle on the market right now. So 24-inch wheels, 35-inch tires, which is the largest for any Escalade that we've ever had.
And the interior is really impressive because there's a large display that's almost like an IMAX inside of it.
Absolutely, 55 inches from pillar to pillar. You can be driving, have a beautiful screen in front of you, you can change it with the map, you can have night vision on. The Cadillac IQ features the AKG sound system, which has 38 speakers, including in the headrest. So you're basically in a concert while you're driving the car.
So since there isn't an engine, that gives you more storage space. So let's open up the, what's the official name for it?
It is the e-trunk.
The e-trunk.
Yes. So it gives you an additional 12.2 cubic feet of storage.
All right, let's take this thing for a spin. So this is cool. What's happening right now? As soon as I hit the turn signal, the camera came up.
When you hit the turn signal, the camera comes up in the middle screen, so you can easily see if there's a car behind you, so you can merge lanes seamlessly. You can see if there's a bicycle approaching. It's definitely a great safety feature. So General Motors has a 0-0-0 policy we're working towards, so 0 congestion, 0 traffic accidents, and 0 emissions. So we're kind of hitting all of that in the IQ. With all the safety features, obviously we're driving an EV, and then it's going to be a smart vehicle. So in the future, we're hoping that the vehicles are going to communicate with each other and keep everybody a lot safer.
Since we are in traffic, at least with the Escalade, it has certain things that can make sitting in traffic more enjoyable, like massaging seats and heated seats.
I was just going to say, let's make sure our massage seats are on, because if you've got that stress of a long drive or sitting in traffic, you can sit there and get a massage.
You do get the power when it comes to the Escalade IQ.
Absolutely. The acceleration is from 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, even with a big vehicle like this.
Oh, wow. That was pretty easy.
It was smooth, right? It's like floating in a very fast cloud.
You do feel like you're floating.
It really is like a cloud, isn't it? So smooth.
Yeah.
It's smooth, and if you need to take off, it's got the power. You've got all the safety features.
It really just gives you
confidence, for sure.
Yeah. Alexa, I had so much fun, and I was impressed with the power, the handling, and safety features of the Escalade IQ. And anyone visiting the auto show, they have a chance to ride in not just the Escalade IQ, but any of the Cadillacs at the EV test track, right?
That's right, Brittany. And people can stop by for a ride and experience the true luxury and power of the all-new, all-electric Cadillacs for themselves.
Alexa, thank you so much for being with us, and we'll see you later. And to see these Cadillacs and so much more, find us at the EV test track on level 1. Ryan?
Thanks, Brittany. From brand new electric Cadillacs to a throwback Caddy from another century. This is the 1957 Cadillac Eldorado Baritz. It's all part of an exhibit here at the auto show that takes us all the way back to the 1950s. And as you're about to find out, it's a whole lot of color, chrome, and cool.
I love cars, always did. These cars represent what I remember when I was in high school. Never be duplicated again. This is the true golden age of cars in the world. Here they are.
The 1950s gave us some of the most iconic and unforgettable vehicles ever built. Car collector Bob Caracas is firing up the auto show with 3 vehicles that exemplify incredible craftsmanship.
The 58 Buick, the Cadillac Eldorado Baritz. These are extremely desirable, and that color is extremely rare, that green. This is a Packard Caribbean, and look at the colors. Gorgeous. Am I right? I mean, these are just beautiful cars.
A career in real estate gave him the chance to chase his childhood dream of collecting cars.
These cars now are so iconic because look at them, they'll never be duplicated.
And his golden era vehicles are sure to be wildly popular.
The New York Auto Show is #1 to show cars. This is going to be huge because of the 125th anniversary. I love that people can see what was and appreciate what was, because where else are they going to see these things?
And one of the cool parts about this collection is the collector found all 3 of these 1950s classic cars online and even bought this Cadillac sight unseen. Needless to say, it was a pleasant surprise when this beauty showed up. Lee?
No doubt about it, Ryan. You said it. He really found a treasure. Thanks. Coming up next, the coolest cars at this year's auto show, and later, our preview of an incredible display, an artist constructing a Porsche live on the auto show floor. Welcome back to In the Fast Lane. If you're in the market to buy a car, you might be wondering, is it a good time and how tariffs might affect car prices and supply going forward? With me to talk about it, it's Mark Scheinberg, president of the New York Auto Show, and now 40 years with the association. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It just feels like just a day ago that I started.
Right,
so.
working harder than ever. Yeah. And, you know, we were talking about this effective tariffs, and the car makers are out saying it's not time to panic, and they want to get that word out right away.
Sure. I mean, it's so much in fluid at this point. Every day you kind of hear a different thing that's happening. So, you know, tomorrow could be a whole different approach. And the manufacturers are already working really hard at trying to figure out how to address it in case the tariffs go into where they are, whether it's absorbing all the taxes on it or working with their suppliers or dropping their financial costs on it. So the industry will find a way, but we still don't know exactly what it all means.
Okay. And are the dealerships starting to respond to that, or at least putting a plan in place?
Well, right now, again, the dealers are sort of working with a lot of inventory on their lots. So a lot of them are before the tariffs even hit. So fortunately, could be 90 to 120 days of inventory. So it's a good time to actually go and talk to a dealer if you're in the market.
Okay. Any advice for buyers now in addition to that as they come to the auto show and they look at all the great brands and creations?
Well, I think that's what's, you know, where people are coming. We've had an enormous amount of advanced ticket sales over the last number of days and weeks on it. So I think what we're going to see, people coming in, taking a look at product, making some thoughts about what they may want to do, and then probably going off to dealerships and trying to see what they can buy.
Mark, good luck on this year's show. Thanks for hosting us.
Thanks so much.
All right, you bet. One of the highlights of the New York International Auto Show is getting a close-up look at the coolest, most cutting-edge vehicles on the market or in development. And this special 125th anniversary year is no exception. Ryan, I'm really jealous. You've got to look at some of the most amazing cars here at Javits this year.
We've been having a lot of fun today, Lee, and it continues right now with automotive expert Nick Miles, who joins us. And Nick, one of the themes of this year's auto show is uniqueness, and understandably so.
Every car I'm seeing here revealed has a very unique look to it, a very different look. You can't be a burnt jelly bean in a sea of uniqueness, right?
And a perfect example of that is this new Subaru Outback.
Absolutely. So Subaru Outback now in its 7th generation. It's sort of the adventure vehicle, symmetrical all-wheel drive, perfect for summers on the beach in New Jersey, winters skiing in the mountains. And for me, that has 6 dogs, this is the kind of car that you can hose out on the inside.
Some of your other favorites as we look around the show here today.
So Hyundai have got an amazing Palisade, and I like big cars. And the Palisade is one of the nicest SUVs. It's a 3-row SUVs. The technology on the inside of these cars is great. So when you signal to go left or right, in your dash, the mirror will appear so you can see down the side of the vehicle. So there's no more glancing over your shoulder to see the blind spot. You can see what's down the side of your car actually on the dash.
And the Volkswagen ID Buzz, I know, is another one of your favorites.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites. So this is all electric. It's a homage to the original bus that came out in the 1960s. Now this has more room on the inside than a Suburban. It does about 268 miles on a single charge. It looks very much like the original, but with a modern, updated look to it. As it really makes me feel like it's beach time, it's 1960s, it's fun, let's get out and have a good time.
And again, it fits with the theme of uniqueness at this year's auto show. And we know Brittany, she's over at Hyundai with a car that could give any of these a run for their money.
That's right, Ryan. We're here at Hyundai with Melvin Batista, where the 2026 Hyundai Palisade SUV just made its North American debut right here at the auto show. This new generation SUV builds on the momentum of the outgoing model. Melvin, so why don't you show me what's new with this vehicle?
Yeah, for sure. So if you take a look at the front, you can see these vertical stacked DRL lighting that's new. You also have center positioning lamp that looks really cool where it goes all the way across the vehicle. One of the things under the hood that's new is an all-new hybrid system. The cool thing about it also gives you a total driving range of about 600 miles on one full tank.
That's really impressive.
One of my favorite features you can see here, this has an actual camera. What it does is it records if there's any motion or any impact that the vehicle's detecting, it'll start recording that for you.
And you guys really prioritize comfort when it comes to this car, right?
Yes, there's all kinds of comfort. This is a relaxation seat, and so basically it reclines kind of like a recliner.
And the comfort isn't just for the driver, it's for the passengers too.
That's one of the key features that we did. All 3 rows of the Palisade are power adjustable seats. We also have heated seats in all rows.
This vehicle has so many impressive features. Thank you so much for breaking this all down. You really have to see this up close in person to appreciate all the specs. I'm going to send it over to you, Lee.
Thanks so much, Brittany. Coming up next, artists create something really special live on the auto show floor. Plus,
what's something the world's never seen before that's packed with incredible power and a whole lot of fun? I'll show you when I get to drive it next.
Welcome back. For 125 years, the New York International Auto Show has brought us the world's first in every type of car. And this year, they're doing it again. Ryan Field got a chance to drive a car that's the first of its kind. But we've heard this name before. What's going on at Dodge, Ryan?
Lee, everybody knows the Dodge Charger. It's one of the classic American muscle cars that burst on the scene way back in the 1960s. But all these years later, we've never seen it like this. Boy, the 2025 Dodge Charger Daytona Scat Pack, she's a beauty. What's the first thing that jumps out to you?
Oh, just how it looks and how it sounds. What's really cool about this car is the exterior design of it. This is actually a
oh, look at that.
Super functional pass-through. Lets you keep that muscle car look with the big front end, and you get less drag on the car for better range. And if you look back here, you've got a ton of extra room now. It had to look like a Dodge, feel like a Dodge, drive like a Dodge, and a huge thing to us is sound like a Dodge too. What you hear is our Fratsonic chambered exhaust, and that's the big deep bass that you can kind of hear and feel it.
Well, now we've seen how nice it is from the outside. How about we look at some of the bells and whistles on the inside?
Let's get in.
Let's do it.
So this thing is filled with a bunch of performance goodies. We have everything from performance page, race options, drive modes, and DXR. This is keeping track of propulsion. There's a G-force calculator, and then you have all the fun timers too. So this is set up to time a quarter mile. Wow. You get all the times live right when you're launching.
Let's see what this bad boy can do.
Right now it's set up for the most important info for sport mode. And it's all personal preference. When I'm in these cars, I love putting it into drag mode. It's the loudest, it's the full horsepower. It really feels like a muscle car. The front end comes up, the weight transfers to the rear.
Oh man! I definitely had two hands on the wheel on that one.
And you can go to full stealth mode too.
Oh, look at that.
So that's what it sounds, just totally off. Like if you needed to make a phone call or something. This car, and like, man, it makes gas cars feel like old, like a dinosaur or something.
Right. It's going to be tough to go back to the office after this.
Right, yeah, seriously.
What a blast the acceleration an electric car gives you. You just can't beat it. And trust me, I'm still feeling it. The world's first and only all-electric muscle car is no doubt making history. And speaking of history, I'm here with another car at the auto show getting a lot of attention, and for good reason. Check out this beauty. It first appeared on the floor of the New York Auto Show way back in 1924, and now it's back for the 125th anniversary. After 10 years in the auto industry, Walter P. Chrysler was ready to build a car with his name on it. Born under Maxwell Motors, the Chrysler 6 marked the historic beginning of the Chrysler brand 100 years ago. It came loaded with a new high-compression 6-cylinder engine and 4-wheel hydraulic brakes, which were both groundbreaking mechanisms back in the 1920s. Other innovations included tubular front axles, full-pressure lubrication, shock absorbers, and even indirect interior lighting. Every Chrysler that followed would come standard with 4-wheel hydraulic brakes, in industry first. And Brittany, seeing this exact car return to the auto show a century later is absolutely amazing.
It really is, Ryan, and so much has changed in 100 years, but one thing that remains the same is innovation and creativity around cars. That's something this artist featured on this year's auto show floor is exhibiting in a wild way.
The New York Auto Show has been a really cool part of my career over the last few years. They've been super supportive of me as an artist. Before working with them, I wasn't really doing artwork on cars, but now that's become like a really cool niche in my career.
Artist Alex Alpert started getting noticed for the fly designs he painted on custom sneakers. Through word of mouth and hustling, he painted murals, surfboards, and purses. Then he got his big break at the auto show 3 years ago.
Well, I did a drawing on a Bronco, and then last year I did it on a McLaren, which opened up a lot of doors.
His client list grew.
I've been really lucky. I've done projects with Nike, Red Bull, American Express, the Subway sandwich wrapper, the mural at the Barclays Center with JetBlue. I'm doing helmets for the U.S. Olympic ski team. And now we are doing the Ineos Grenadier, which I'm very excited about.
And we're even more excited to see the designs he'll bring to life at the auto show, letting the Ineos be a guide for his artwork.
It has all of these really cool characteristics that make it really rugged. They've got the ladder in the back, they've got the cage in the back. If you look inside, all the switches and everything like that really gives it that utilitarian look. That's definitely going to kind of add to my inspiration for the designs. I'd love people to look at the art car and see this connection between art and automobile. It's all about aesthetics and design and storytelling. And, you know, besides just like freaking people out and be like, why are you drawing on that perfect car? I want them to then look at the story and be like, that's actually pretty cool.
And Alex has been marking up the Ineos Grenadier all day on the auto show floor. I've got to go by and see that in person. Lee?
Absolutely. Thanks, Brittany. And another exhibit you can't miss that will be happening live on the New York Auto Show floor is a fascinating display of talent and craftsmanship. Legendary Porsche tuner Akira Nakai will be putting together a custom Porsche over the course of 2 days, starting Wednesday, for everyone to see. Nakai is known for transforming classic Porsches into one-of-a-kind masterpieces. This is innovation like you won't see anywhere else. So exciting. And coming up next, I get behind the wheel of one of the most extravagant SUVs maybe to ever exist and take it out for a powerful spin. And later, the perfect spot for a selfie is in bloom at the Javits Center. The New York International Auto Show runs through Sunday, April 27th. Tickets are $22 for guests 13 and older and $8 for children 12 and under. Stay with us.
In the Fast Lane is sponsored by your local Tri-State Audi dealers. Visit your Tri-State Audi dealer to get behind the wheel of yours today.
Welcome back. An iconic brand that's known for its luxury, beauty, and refined engineering is back at the auto show this year with a stunning update. The Rolls-Royce Black Badge Series 2 Cullinan comes with a hefty price tag and a whole lot of horsepower. And I had a chance to check it out. Moses, the ultimate SUV, got even better somehow with its second generation. What's new and exciting with the Cullinan?
For Series 2, 2025 Cullinan Black Badge, you're going to notice the Pantheon grille, which is new for us. It's slightly illuminated from the back. Also, you'll notice the tall LED lights, the daytime running lights, help give the front of the vehicle some height.
The details on this car, from the way the doors open to the new delicate touches inside, like the Spirit of Ecstasy, situated in a glass vitrine, and the stately analog clock on the dash, shows that Rolls-Royce thinks of everything. You know, as a meteorologist and also kind of an astronomy buff, I'm looking at the Lyrid meteor shower, which is big in late April. But I don't even have to go outside my house for that. I can look at my constellations right here on the roof liner, right?
Don't have to go too far for that one.
But enough talking. I wanted to get this stunner on the road. Can you tell me a little bit about the engine in this?
Sure. So we're looking at around 600 horsepower. It's a V12, so tons of power.
0 to 60?
0 to 60, you're looking at just under 5, about 4.9.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Let's see how it handles Manhattan traffic. That's fun. I think I could do this every day. What do you think?
I would have to agree. I think I should wrap this up. I got the paperwork at my desk right now.
What a time. I was so impressed with the handling and power of this car. But real power and beauty in cars isn't just reserved for luxury brands. There are some exciting new developments over at Ford. Ryan, what have you got?
Hey Lee, that was a pretty sweet ride, but we've got some pretty sweet things going on here at Ford as well. I am with Dan from Ford, and listen, we talk about the Ford Bronco. It doesn't get much better than this one behind you.
It doesn't. This is the Bronco Freewheeling, right? So it's a special edition that we created. Really cool sunset sort of vibes right there. Kind of takes you back to the 70s, 80s. So it's really fun. We're really excited about this one. If you go in the interior and kind of take a look at it, you see the same things like printed on the seats. Super cool sort of trim that we did for the Bronco.
And you talk about trim, another one that jumps out at you is the strap back here over our right shoulder.
The strap is a classic. We made this in the 60s and 70s and brought it back just recently. It comes standard as a two-door, super fun. It's got this Haas 3.0 suspension that's really cool. And summertime, you can take the top off and drive it anywhere you want.
And that's the best part. And for people that buy these cars, they love that you guys can have these different looks for these rides as well.
Absolutely. So the Bronco is perfect for accessories, modifying it the way you want, top off, doors off, etc. It depends what your lifestyle is.
And for a guy from Detroit, we should point out, show him what your shirt says. Detroit put the world on wheels. Don't you forget it. Talking about cars that have a classic look to them, Lee, we'll send it back to you with more on that.
Thanks, Rye. And another exhibit wowing crowds that's part of the 125th anniversary celebration here at the Auto Show is a passionately curated collection of race cars that were born to rally.
I used to drive my father crazy. I was looking at all the cars, I was opening them all up. My name is James Pizzetta, and I am a third-generation car dealer here at Competition Automotive Group, and I love Subarus. Today we're here to talk about my Subaru collection that you're going to see at the 2025 New York International Auto Show. My grandfather won Porsche's first victory overall at the Nürburgring, and at the same time he started our car business. A lot of times when you see a car collection, you tend to see like the whole Ferrari thing or Mercedes or whatever, and these cars just put a smile on my face every time I go to drive. The first car is going to be the 1970 Subaru 360. That's the first car that Subaru ever made. Runs like a top. The whole car weighs 900 pounds, the whole thing. The next car would be a 1991 Subaru Legacy Sport Sedan. It's the first Legacy ever made. It's their first successful rally car, and it's the first turbo EJ engine. The next one is a 2004 WRX STI, and it was a game changer. It's in the World Rally Blue with the gold wheels. It's the icon car for them. We have a 2015 WRX STI Launch Edition. If you take a look at the 04 STI and then that car, you can kind of see it's a nod to that car. This car was used as a test mule by Vermont Sports Car. They are effectively Subaru Motorsports USA. To me, that's Subaru rally racing history. I had to have that car here. And they were even kind enough to send me pictures of Travis Pastrana shaking the car down in New Hampshire. So I thought that was really, really cool. Rather than getting one Porsche 911, I got 5 or 6 really neat Subarus. The New York Auto Show to me was a dream. When they asked me to display my cars, it wasn't even a second thought. It feels like it's come full circle.
What an inspired collection. Coming up next, the spirit of adventure, fully customizable and waiting for your visit. Plus, celebrities put their finest wheels on display, and what a show. Stay tuned. Welcome back to In the Fast Lane. One of the most exciting things about the EV test track is that we get to ride in some of the coolest cars at the auto show. And Brittany, you can't get much cooler than that Cadillac. What's happening at the EV test track?
Exactly, Lee. We're here with Alexa Soroa, Cadillac brand ambassador, and this is the Cadillac Optic behind us. This is one of 4 Cadillacs people can ride in at the EV test track. And Alexa, the Optic is the perfect opportunity for consumers to move into EV luxury.
That's right, Brittany. From daily commutes to weekend festivals, the all-electric 2025 Optic offers a range of possibilities. The Optic can be described as sporty, 5-passenger SUV. It offers a segment-best EPA-estimated 302 miles of electric range, and you don't have to sacrifice performance for sustainability. The Optic standard 300 horsepower dual motor all-wheel drive delivers spirited performance with thrilling agility and electric muscle. And the Optic also won Motor Trend's Best Tech of 2025 award for our Super Cruise feature.
Now, how does Super Cruise work?
It's hands-free, stress-free driving technology that allows a driver to take their hands off the steering wheel when they're on a compatible and safe road. If you're on a safe road, it can even change lanes and pass people for you on the highway.
Alexa, we're inside the Optic right now, and for a smaller SUV, this is pretty roomy inside.
Yes, the Optic has segment-best second-row legroom, so your passengers will always be comfortable. And for us in the front, there are available heated and massage seats, plus a beautiful 33-inch diagonal advanced LED display.
And what about the speakers? We got to listen to our music.
Of course we do. We have a 19-speaker AKG studio audio system with Dolby Atmos for your concert-like feel whenever you want to listen to music and jam out in the car, which I always love to do.
I love it. Now, what about charging your Cadillac SUV?
Yeah, there's a lot of options when it comes to charging your Optic or any Cadillac EV. GM offers at-home solutions, including level 1 charging standard, which is plugging into any regular outlet you already have at home. And then there are level 2, which is 240-volt chargers you may already have in your garage, or they can be professionally installed. And if at-home charging isn't a possibility for you, public charging or DC fast charging are also available, and you can access that by Tesla's supercharge stations just with an adapter.
So we've been talking about taking a ride at the EV test track all show. Now I'm ready for some action. I have my seatbelt on. I'm ready to go. Alexa, thank you so much. Now it's time to see how it actually feels to ride in the Cadillac Optic. Ryan, take it away. I'm off.
Thanks, Brittany. And you know, that spirit of just taking off is something people at this next exhibit really embrace. The Overlander lifestyle is all about adventure, off-roading, and fun. And you'll find everything you need to get started right here at the Auto Show.
So overlanding is still quite the undefined term. Today we see it as people wanting to get off grid, get off the beaten path, get outside with their families and just enjoy nature and all that the states have to offer.
What do you get when you combine off-roading and camping? Some darn good stories to tell.
The vehicles are just a mode to get to that place where you can get with your family, get with your friends, get with that community to get outside. So, of course, we want those people to be together to tell better stories.
Coming off the pandemic thing, when people were kind of isolated, it's re-sparked my need for community.
Alabama company Storyteller Overland doesn't just build some of the toughest off-road camping vehicles on the market, it's building a passionate community of customers who support each other both on and off the road.
It's incredible to watch them say, hey, I'm in Johnson Valley, California, is anybody else around? And then for other people to say, hey, I'm there, let's go camp together.
I now know what I can do with this band because we just all did it together.
Here at the Auto Show, you can check out the hefty lineup of overlanding rigs that can take you and your modern comforts to new frontiers.
So our vehicles are completely off-grid capable, meaning that they have all power and water on board so that you can really go boondock and not have to be reliant on a power hookup or a water hookup. You can have your shower, you can have your heat and air no matter what climate you're in, and again, all of that is on board so that you can really go anywhere.
When customers buy a rig, they also become members of an extended family of storytellers, sharing their own unique journeys.
Being in this community it's really fun for me because I get to see people get better at what they're doing.
Once the point of sale happens where someone buys our product, it's not just a thanks for your purchase, see you never. It's thanks for your purchase, now come in and be with us.
Now, part of this exhibit includes sessions on survival techniques, vehicle prep, and backcountry travel trips. So if you're looking to get back to nature, check out the Overlanding Special Weekend, which takes place next weekend right here at the Auto Show. Brittany, you took a ride and found some nature right here at the Auto Show as well, I see.
That's right, Ryan. We took a little trip over to a dazzling display that takes beauty to the extreme.
It's extreme flowers, pedal to the metal.
Now, Lindsay Neff is putting the pedal to the metal with her magical blooms at the Auto Show.
I am so excited about what we're bringing to the New York International Auto Show. We're going to be doing the electric vehicle test track. One of the installations that I'm most excited about is we're going to be creating a really fun meadowscape. It looks like they're driving by a meadow, but we're really at the Javits Center.
The workshop of Larkspur Botanicals designs social media activations with an explosion of candles, disco balls, a clawfoot tub, and of course, plants.
I always was drawn to the botanical gardens and gardening on my own. My friends started getting married and asked, could you do our flowers for our wedding or our engagement party? And from that, Larkspur Botanicals was born.
Lindsay had to reimagine Larkspur during the COVID pandemic, transitioning to corporate clients and small businesses.
I would say the heart at every design is what can we do that hasn't been done before? We want to do it on the side of a building to launch your brand.
Now she's producing a beautiful, exclusive moment at the auto show for visitors to create their own unforgettable floral experience.
Flowers are very loving. They create like that type of energy in the world. So I think we need more of that, and we need it in unexpected places like the auto show.
And this is a place where you can find a little joy and a lot of smiles here at the auto show. Lee?
And no doubt about it. Thanks, Brittany. And another place where you'll find some smiles and certainly some impressive cars is at this celebrity exhibit here at the auto show. Rapper and actor Ice-T and comedian and actor Tracy Morgan brought in a Porsche 911 GT3 RS and a Ferrari SF90 Stradale. The Stradale has 1,000 horsepower, by the way, for all of us to see. And they're already dazzling visitors with their wheels. These special celebrity cars will be on display at the entire auto show, and I'm heading that way to check them out soon. Coming up next, we'll show you the best of the best, the World Car Award winners for 2025. Plus, do you have your dream car in mind? Ryan, Brittany, and I will tell you ours right after the break. The New York International Auto Show runs through Sunday, April 27th. Tickets are $22 for guests 13 and older and $8 for children 12 and under. Stay with us.
In the Fast Lane is sponsored by Cadillac. Visit your Tri-State Cadillac dealer today.
Welcome back. The annual World Car Awards are out, honoring the best of the best in automotive excellence and innovation. A panel of more than 100 global jurors announced the top cars of 2025 right here at the New York International Auto Show. And joining me now to reveal the list is Steering Committee Director of the World Car Awards, Scotty Reese. Scotty, welcome. So nice to have you again.
Nice to be here, Lee.
So this is really exciting. I mean, we're right in front, and folks can't get enough of the World Car Design winner. Tell us about that one.
The Volkswagen ID Buzz is our winner of the year, and the design of this car is iconic. It has all of the character and all of the emotional feeling that people remember from the original, but it's electric, it's modern, it's much more powerful and much more reliable.
All right, let's talk performance, and we talked that, listen, a lot of these cars are electric cars, but in the performance one, we have the old school combustion engine.
Our world performance car of the year is the Porsche 911 Carrera GTS.
Yeah, very few cars handle like a Porsche, no doubt about it. How about the luxury division?
Luxury was a bit of a surprise, and then again, not a surprise. Okay. That award went to the Volvo EX90, a 3-row SUV that's all electric, really beautiful, really innovative, and very luxurious.
Okay, electric car, changing at an exponential pace. This had to be a really close call.
Unfortunately, not available in North America, but it's the Hyundai Inster. And looking at the Hyundai Inster, which is a little electric runabout, super cute, really fun to drive, it also shows just how important design is right now.
Okay, now the best of the best, the World Car of the Year 2025.
World Car of the Year for 2025 is the Kia EV3. This is also a small electric car, but it actually is the mini-me of the Kia EV9. This is a 3-row SUV that we have come to love not only for being electric and really capable and comfortable, but a really great design.
Kia has really been crushing it year to year to year.
They have been.
Scotty, thanks so much for joining us.
Lee.
Really exciting. Great to be here at the Auto Show with you, and another great year of cars. And some of those are what dream cars are made of. Now it's time to reveal our dream car. So Ryan and Brittany, you get ready. I'll go first. No-brainer for me this year. I've loved this car since I had it as a Matchbox back in the 1980s. It's a 1956 Mercedes 300 SL Gullwing. The signature doors, the bucket seats with the fabric, the long snout. It's just an incredible car. Only 1,400 of them were made from 1954 to 1957, and it cost about $11,000 back then. Now, it's worth about $1.5 million, and it's my dream car. Ryan, how about you?
Lee, I tell you what, I was so close to going Smokey and the Bandit style with this beautiful 1979 Pontiac Trans Am. But it's hard to beat this beauty. Say hello to the 2025 Lamborghini Revuelto. It's a V12 hybrid. It has more than 1,000 horsepower, and it goes 0 to 60 in a crispy 2.5 seconds. And here's the best part. This can all be yours for a cool $775,000. Brittany, how about you?
So when I think about my dream car, I think about three things. Something that's classy, sporty, and a little sassy. And you get all of the above with this Bentley Continental GT convertible. This is an amazing car. I love that it keeps that iconic Bentley identity, but also with a twist. I can totally see myself driving this on an 80-degree day with plenty of sunshine and the wind blowing in my hair. Lee?
Those are so great. Wonderful choices, always amazing to dream. So much fun to see all the different cars here at the auto show and dream about the ones we love. It's fun for the whole family, so make a day of it and get down here. The New York International Auto Show is open to the public through Sunday, April 27th at the Javits Center on Manhattan's West Side. We'll see you here. Thanks for joining us, and good night.